Okay, this is my third tutorial. This is Schoology. This is an application that is school-wide. Actually, it's district-wide, and we use it. I've been using it more frequently. Not since I'm a considered an exploratory teacher. As a whole, there's not a lot of links that we use. For instance, I'm in the same department as physical education and art, and so it's a very hands-on types of, I guess the area that I teach is more hands-on. However, with Schoology, what's nice about it is that it has every person that I work with, their emails. I have access to my courses, attendance, pretty much everything kind of as a whole. This particular app is web-based. It can be used on any device or browser. It doesn't cost the teachers anything to use it. It is district-wide. I like this because all of the students' information is already added on, and so I don't have to do anything else. All I have to do is implement my courses have already been added just by default as a teacher, and so all your information is already done for you, and so kids already have this established and set up, and so these are some of the this is like, for instance, my homepage, and that's kind of what when I open it up, this is what it looks like. There's a blog, and it just talks about certain articles that are out, gradebook enhancements, the art of teaching math. So some things that people can just add, teachers specifically could add as resources, quick and easy way to get students writing about art. So it has all sorts of disciplines, not just one particular one. So it's nice. I can look through here and I can find certain articles. So that's my home page here. What's really great is I can go directly to my courses, and this is my favorite part. So this is my home page. Obviously, this is my account. I can drop down and I can check my notifications. But right here is what I use the most, which is my courses. Um, Automatically, this is already set up. Okay, these are the first one here. That's just an elective course that I decided to take. But for instance, I have all of these classes, 2-6, 2-7, and 2-8. And so let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and pull this first one up. And these are some of the things that we've already discussed in class. So if a kid was absent, for instance, there's a particular day where we went over a few stitches. So student can come into their own Schoology account. They can go to their courses, and when they click on their courses, as a teacher, you're going to see the courses you teach. But as a student, what they would see is their classes. And so if they're in my Consumer and Family Studies period 6, they would click on that. They would see that there is a folder here, and it's called Types of Stitches, and it has a description of what we did. And these are the stitches that we did, for instance. And then we also did a 4-hole button. So these are some of the links that I have embedded or I have added to this folder, and they can simply click on that link and it'll open it up to the YouTube page that I added. Okay, so obviously we're going to skip
If you
this.
have postmenopause. So our first stitch is the basic running stitch. This is the simplest stitch. This is the stitch that you would use.
Okay, so you guys get the idea. That's just going to show you a quick 1.5-minute video, and so they can see exactly what we covered. Okay, and they go ahead and close that off. Okay, and they can do the same for all these, and it shows what's nice is this is some of that blended learning, some of the types of technology where they can go back, they can pause the video, they can relearn it, they can get ahead if they need to. I can also go back here to my course, and I can also upload files. So this particular packet, what's so nice about this is, long are the days, there those days where I have to keep printing out paper after paper. So this particular uh, booklet is about 7 or 8 pages long. So if a student was absent, or if they just needed to, for instance, this one was a kind of a lengthy assignment where they had to fill in some information. And if they didn't get it done, they can simply take the worksheet home and click on that, and it'll open up a PDF file that I downloaded. So this is actually 10 pages. And so they can just come in here and they can scroll down and they can find the answer. So it's really neat, and it's colorful because the ones that I print off are black and white, so not as exciting. And they can download the file and they can print it on their own if they wanted to, but at least they're not doing it on my copies because we only get a certain amount of copies. So that's really great. So I'm going to go back. Okay. All right, and so that's really what the main purpose of this is. This is more geared for the students. Students don't have to pay anything for it. I can go to groups and I can find other groups. For instance, I'm part of the Career and Technical Education group, part of the 49 announcements, which is our district. And I can find others if I wanted to, so I can stay in touch with others. Excuse me. And so here's another way. I was actually going to do this earlier, but just to kind of show you how you can add materials. Here you can add a folder, you can add an assignment, a test or a quiz if that's something that they can do at home. And I can make it specifically I can make it so that I have to give them the link so that not everybody has access to the quiz. So for this example, I'm going to say add an assignment. And I'm going to type in syllabus. I'm going to actually go back. It's Family and Consumer Studies syllabus, because I do have some children that have not turned that in. And I'm just going to put a due date of Wednesday. Okay, this is an ungraded category. This is just more, I'm going to mark it as either it's turned in or not. And then here I can individually assign it. I can align learning objectives as well. I can lock it for certain kids. Visible to students, I can make it hidden or visible. Comments enabled, etc. And I can copy it to courses so that I don't have to repeat the same thing over and over again. So I just select, okay. And if I already had a folder set up, I would go in here. I'm not going to put it on types of stitches, but I'm not going to put a new folder. This is just one assignment. Okay. And they all get the same syllabus. I grade the 8th graders a little bit tougher. And now I'm going to hit create. And what that does is it creates the syllabus. Now what I can do is I can edit it. All right, here it is. That's what I was looking for. I can install a file. So I would go to my main file and I would type in the file that I'm looking for. Here we go. That's the one that I want. And then it would upload, and there it is. Boom. So now if the kids forgot to get their syllabus in on time, now they can pull it up, download it, whatever they need to, and then return it to me without me having to print it. So this has been a really great app for students. This would be identified with ISTE standards for students to interact, collaborate, and publish with peers, experts, or other employing a variety of digital environments. They can really talk to other students. They can talk to their teachers, and also collect and analyze data to identify solutions and make informed decisions. So here they can look at their grade book, they can look at their attendance, they can add members, and it's just a great way for students and teachers to talk to one another. So that is Schoology.